A single call for service can evolve into much more, according to the Athens County Sheriff's Office. The Sheriff's Department issued an informational yearly update Tuesday on their investigations they generated in 2025. 291 investigations and 86 felony warrants were initiated last year. Multiple pounds of meth and fentanyl were taken, as well as smaller amounts of other drugs. Firearms and large amounts of cash were also taken. The Sheriff's Department worked with the Athens County Children's Services to investigate 215 cases of physical and sexual child abuse. They handled investigations closely with prosecutors and the court system to make sure cases were fully prepared and resolved safely, according to their update.